Hey guys, welcome to day 6 of your best year ever. We are in the home stretch and now we're talking about different ways you can implement what you've learned in a realistic way that works for you. And yesterday we talked a little bit about self-care. Day prior we talked about fitness, nutrition, like health, all about health. And we've been talking about setting goals and getting our mindset in the right place. And then going back to day 1, we evaluated the different areas of our life and maybe where we're lacking, where we want to improve, where we're really strong and want to keep going strong. But how do you manage all this? How do you learn all this stuff in 7 days, but then live it for the course of this year, for the course of your life in a way that you see positive results? Don't let this be another group where you absorb information and experience that analysis paralysis and you don't know where to start. My goal for you is not to just throw all this awesome info at you and say, good luck, I hope you figure it out. I want to teach you how I've tied it into my daily routine, even as a busy working mom, running her own business and a lot of things going on. I know time is of the essence for people. And I know what is realistic. So I want to teach you little strategies that you can do to incorporate that self-care, that health, goal setting, mindset, personal development, and really see the difference. So today we are talking about living your miracle morning. One of the books that I recommended in the personal development section of our Best Year Ever training is Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. And this book totally changed my life. Super short read, which is great for people like me who are busy but also don't have a lot of focus. And the concept of this is how can you, even if you're not a morning person like myself, live out all those things you need to do and be super productive in the morning before you even really start the bulk of your day. So you go into the rest of your day, whether it's with your kids or at your job or in school, feeling accomplished before most people have even finished their first cup of coffee. So how do you start your day? Do you roll over and hit snooze 10 times? Do you really kind of almost unconsciously pick up your cell phone and start scrolling, looking at social media, answering emails? Do you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, wishing your day was different, in a bad mood that you have to go to a job you don't like? Are you really groggy? Do you lack focus? Are you just moving through the motions like you're a zombie in the morning and you leave just enough time to get yourself out of the door and get to work on time? How you start your day dictates how you're going to close it out. How you start your day dictates what the rest of that day will look like. Have you ever stubbed your toe on the edge of your bed? Like you get up, you get out of bed, you walk around the edge and you stub your toe, and then all of a sudden the world is out to get you. First you stubbed your toe, and then you spilled your milk in the kitchen, and then you hit traffic on the way to work, and then your boss was being a jerk, and it just spirals and snowballs into this like everything pisses you off. That is a victim mindset. And we're letting go of that and we're starting our day in control. When you roll over and you pick up your phone, you no longer control your day. You react to it. You react to the emails you get. You react to what you see on social media. Your mind kind of goes numb and you are following someone else's path. So I want to share with you guys something about my husband that I think is really cool. So I don't know if you guys know this, but within the last year, my husband, who was an actuary at Liberty Mutual in an incredibly great job, like very secure, high paying, he's taken a ton of exams, studied his butt off for this. It's constantly rated in like the top 2 jobs you can have in America. And he recently retired from it. He's home with us as we welcome our second baby. Our business really has taken off in ways that we could have never imagined or even had hoped for a few years back. And now we have the blessing of being home together. And he's pursuing his passions and he's learning about woodworking and he's not starting a career yet, but he's able to use that time to be with our family and pursue his dreams. And it's not about money, like it's really cool. It's about his passion. But that being said, there's nowhere he has to be every morning. He doesn't have to be at a job. He doesn't have to be, answering to someone else. And thankfully, for now, until we have the second baby, our son's a really good sleeper, so he doesn't have to hop up early with our son. And he gets up every morning by 5 a.m. By 5 a.m. Like, there are mornings where I have to hold him into bed and say, you're not getting up in the 4 o'clock hour. And he gets up, like, excited for the day. So I finally asked him the other day, as I'm finally up long after him, and I'm still up early, but he's up like it's ridiculous. And I'm like, Michael, what is it? Like, don't you just want to sleep that extra hour? Like, it's still pitch black out for like almost 2 hours after you get up. And he's like, oh, Liz, that's my time. I look forward to that. Every morning I go to bed and I look forward to that time. Granted, he probably enjoys the peace and quiet because we're not up yet. But he goes to bed excited about the next day. And he gets up and he does his miracle morning. He works out. He eats something healthy. He has his shake. He reads his personal development. He does some of his kind of business development in that he's learning about woodworking and his passion. He cleans the kitchen. I love that part. He gets up and he has all this energy and he cleans the house because his environment is a category that he used to rate really low in, but it meant a lot to him because his environment affects him. So he started controlling that environment. So he loves it. He's excited. And he said, you know what? You don't go to bed thinking about excited for what you're going to do the next morning. I am not a morning person. It's rare that I wake up feeling refreshed. I am always like, give me more sleep. I like to sleep. It's like, if it could be a hobby of mine, it would be a hobby. I enjoy it. I don't do a lot of it because I sacrifice it because I know there are other things I'd rather be doing, but I enjoy sleep. So it's not easy for me to get up in the morning. But now I've started to implement some of these strategies of the miracle morning and what my husband inspired me to do, and it's making a huge difference. Do you remember Christmas morning? As a kid, and probably even now as an adult, and especially if you're a parent, it's so fun to see your kids on Christmas morning. You wake up really easily, always before an alarm, excited for what's to come. Or the days that you have this awesome trip you're looking forward to, or an event or something. You wake up more easily, you wake up energized, and you wake up ready to go and happy. Never on the wrong side of the bed. Do you think on that one day or 2 days of the year, you're magically a morning person? No, it's 100% your mindset. You have something to look forward to. So that's how you're going to start your days going forward. And we're going to tie in a lot of the things that we've learned, whether it be self-care, nutrition, fitness, goal setting. So you have that morning, your miracle morning, your morning that you've structured exactly how you want it waiting for you. Even if you have kids waking up, even if you have a job you have to be at, you're going to wake up with enough time that you can implement this and really feel excited about it. And it will change everything for you. A lot of those self-care steps I talked to you about are done for me by 7 a.m. This isn't a lot of time. So I want to share with you my miracle morning, and I want you to make one of your own. So I wake up. Before I open my eyes, I immediately put myself in a place of gratitude. No matter how grumpy I am, how crappily I slept, or what I have going on that day, I allow myself to lay there, eyes still closed, and thank God for my blessings, and just be grateful for the day and set my mind on some intention of how I can better serve that day. And immediately, I feel a smile come over my face. And it's very hard to break that happiness that I start my day with because it's conscious, it's intentional, and I've set it for myself. Then I sit up, I open my eyes, and I take an internal bath. What the heck does that mean? The night before, I leave at least 20 ounces of water by the side of my bed, knowing that I'm going to wake up in the morning and I'm going to have an internal bath. We sleep for X amount of hours. Our bodies naturally dehydrate. Our organs, everything gets dehydrated. And to release those toxins and to get yourself energized again and to rehydrate your body, I drink those 20 ounces minimum of water before I even get out of bed, and I'm instantly energized, almost like drinking a cup of coffee. If I feel good, I don't have dry mouth, I starting my body off on the right foot. Then I get up and I always do one of two things, depending on the day of the week, because I set my schedule. I either do my full workout or I do something to get my blood pumping before I go in the shower. So if it's a day where I'm not doing my workout first thing in the morning, I'll do 25 push-ups, I'll do 25 air squats, I'll do calf raises, I'll do jumping jacks, and then I'll stretch for like 2 or 3 minutes. That's a total of 5 minutes. I'm not talking about like an hour. And when I do my workout, it's always 30 minutes or less. I'm doing at-home workouts, so it's easy for me to tie it into my day and no excuses, and it's done. Do you know how good it feels to have that out of the way? Because like when you get home from a long day, the last thing you want to do is lace up your sneakers and convince yourself to do something you don't want to do. So when it's done in the morning, it's before your mind is even woken up yet, and you just go through that workout and you feel really good. But at the very least, do like 4 or 5 minutes to get your blood pumping. Then I like to calm myself down after that workout. So I go sit in my favorite little chair where the sun's starting to come up, and I do my 10 minutes of guided meditation. You'll see in the resource document from the other day with the personal development, I use an app called Headspace. I'm not good with a peaceful mind, so this helps guide me through 10 minutes, and I feel relaxed, I feel stress-free, my body's ready to go, and I just feel good. So up to this point, we're talking like 15 minutes of stuff, okay? This isn't taking a lot of time. This is probably less time than if you hit snooze. So you have to keep things in perspective. You don't think of this as like, I'm taking on another thing, it's going to take me a lot of time. No, you're going to do it the right way. You're going to cut out those bad habits, and then there's plenty of room for these good habits. You're actually going to be opening up time in your schedule. From there, I go into the bathroom and I do my dry brushing. I talked about that yesterday in the self-care, so make sure you watch yesterday's video and check out yesterday's resource document. And I hop in the shower. But before I hop in the shower, I put on my podcast of choosing or my book on tape. That time in the shower is dedicated to working my mind, to listening to something uplifting that's going to start my day on the right foot, whether it's a business-focused podcast, a parenting-focused podcast, health, or I'm reading a book or listening to a book on tape that's something powerful about, leadership. That's time spent when I'm in the shower, and it's great because I'm just listening, I'm taking it in. When I get out, I have a journal sitting on my vanity in my bathroom, and I spend 5 minutes or less journaling what I just learned, how I feel, and my intentions and my goals for the day. Very clear, very short, simple. Again, I'm still taking less time than I used to take prior to this practice. From there, I get up, and I personally, I do get dressed, I brush my teeth, I do all that stuff. And while I'm doing like my hair and makeup, I'll also be listening to a book on tape, or I'm just not wasting any of that time. So none of that time, it's not extra time, it's while I'm doing something anyway. Then I like to spend a good solid half an hour on something applicable to my goals. So I like to spend that half hour on my business goals. I don't go into reactionary stuff. No social media, no email. It's a controlled environment. Maybe I'm writing a blog post. Maybe I'm drafting up a video for something like this. But I am focused and I am choosing how to spend that time. And then I leave my favorite thing for last. Give yourself a reward, something that will allow you to get through all of these things. And then at the end, something you enjoy. I am obsessed with my shake every morning. It tastes like a Reese's, so I put that at the end, and I really look forward to it, and I savor every last sip. So that's my miracle morning. It's all done in less than an hour. It's closer to 45 minutes, which is less time than I used to spend, and I don't hit snooze and I don't feel like crap. I feel empowered, I feel engaged, excited, ready for my day. And before I even start my day, I've already done exercise, nutrition, self-care, business, personal development, meditation, gratitude. All of these things are done before my day has even began. So this is where it's kind of fun. I want you to take out a piece of paper and think about all the things that you've learned that you want to implement. Don't let it be overwhelming. Don't think about all these extra things you're taking on, because you're going to be removing some bad habits, and this is going to be something you look forward to every day. This is your time. You can structure it into your day, and I highly recommend doing it in the morning, because then you know at the very least you go into your day, if you spend the rest of your day putting out fires at work and with the kids, you've had an accomplished, productive, successful day. So I can't wait to see your miracle morning. Do me a favor, just bullet it out and share it in the comments below. I can't wait to see it. I'm happy to give feedback, and I'm excited that you're taking one more step in living your best year yet.